Hello, Amadou. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent over your website for analysis. Here is your analysis. You have a beautiful website. It truly is. These custom photos that you have are just amazing, and I'm you know I'm blown away. But I'm not here about the aesthetics of it. Here's what I care about. I care about sort of the guts of your website, because the guts of your website is what factors into your website making you money or not. Let me tell you what I mean. I use this paid tool to look at your website. It gives me a bunch of your metrics. Then the second thing I do is I go to Google and I do a web search for Portland, Oregon contractor. Now, I'm going to describe a little bit about how Google works. I'm going to tell you what you have done right and what you could improve on, just a few tweaks to help you get much better results. And I'm going to show you your competitor so you know what the difference is in terms of what they're getting versus what you're getting based upon what you have on your website. Now, the first thing you're going to find at the top of a Google search is the paid ones, house, the referral and catalog website is at the top because they paid for something. Below that is the map pack. You're right there. You're right there because you have the smarts to go and fill out a Google business profile. It's great that you're there. These three folks have filled out a Google business profile. Make sure that you keep that up to date because that is very important. Now, here underneath that are the what we call the organic results. Now, the organic results are completely the work of the Google algorithm. And the Google algorithm wants to provide its customers the most relevant search results that it can. And for Google, a relevant search results means a website that fulfills some of the algorithm's requirements, or most of them, or all of them for that matter. Now, the Google algorithm wants you to have content. It wants you to have relevant content, meaning words, keywords from your industry. And it also wants you to have other sites that refer to you. Now, that is exactly what I can show you here. This is the paid tool that I use. Here are your backlinks. Here are your keywords and your traffic. This is the amount of traffic you had in the last month, 11 hits. Now, I'm going to show you that the number one business under the map pack is this. Now, the map pack is an excellent place to be, and staying at the top of that is something that you should absolutely prize. I can tell you that this company has not filled out a Google business profile, or they would be here. It's not an either or sort of thing. You can be here and here at the same time. Now, I'm going to show you their website so you can see it. It's a beautiful website also, kind of like yours. Mid-century modern home. Boy, that looks like my old house in Tacoma. I'm a Tacoma boy. Hello. So here is your site, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to cut and paste all of the words from it into a word counter. You have 1,347 words. That is excellent. You have no idea how many sites I come across that have 200 or 400 words. I'm going to do the same to your competitor and see what they have. 1455. You guys are neck and neck. 1347 to 1455. You need to beat your competitor. Not only that, Google wants you to have 1,500 words. That would be a minimum for Google to sort of automatically assume that you are a company that is worthy of being in their search results because you have put that amount of time and effort into your website. So getting that word count up is great. Now, all words are not equal. It depends upon the kind of words that you have on there. And let me show you that. Now, I showed you on this tool that your site here, Lowe's Contracting, has 86 words or keywords in it. Here's Hammer and Hand. They have 6,900 keywords in theirs. Now, it might be that you won't be able to necessarily beat them from 86, but you can increase the number that you have. Let me show you what they have. Obviously, they have their own hammer in hand. I'm going to guess that they might be based out of Seattle, but they work in the Pacific Northwest. So what they have is Kitchen Remodelers Portland, contractor, Portland General Contractor, Kick Out Flashing Roof. Now this is where we're starting to get into things that your website could have. See, this Kick Out Flashing Roof is actually answered in their website. They have a page devoted to 6-in-1 kick flashing, right? So that is satisfied in their website. Do you have a page or something that refers to that? Because you know that if you go into a Google search and you type for something specific, that's what's going to come up, that specific thing. If your website is lacking the specificity of these sort of industry terms in your industry, then you want to get them in there as much as possible. We can ignore the ones that say Seattle, but head flashing windows, bathroom remodel, Portland, Oregon. I'm sure you have that somewhere in there. Here's the other thing that I'd love to see if you have. I want to see if you have the word best contractor. Let me see here. Find the word the best, one of two. You have best products and best in the business. It would be great if you had best contractor in there, because when somebody typed the best contractor in Portland, you would have that exact phrase. You know what I'm saying? So that would help you in your Google placement. Now, you're here because these folks have not filled out a business profile on Google. If they get smart enough, if somebody advises them to do that, they are going to be in this spot. And if two others do, you're not going to be up here at all, because it will push you down. Google rewards thoroughness and keywords with those spots. The other thing they reward is having backlinks. This is your competitors' backlinks. They have had an article in the New York Times, clearly. The PR Newswire, they did something. Maybe they had a charity event or something. They got in the PR Newswire. Wikipedia they're in. Realtor.com, that's an easy one to get into. Probably Super Pages, Dexnos, Yellow Pages, Angie's List, Craigslist, obviously. They have put themselves in a lot of different things. Oregon Live. Now, you are only interested in being on these sites that have a strength of, say, 60 or more. They have a fair number of them here in 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And it can go up to 100. That's the scale, but I have never seen that. The highest I've seen is 94, to be honest. So this is a pretty well-rated website. If you can get yourself into a lot of these websites, a lot more of these websites from the 86 that you have, that will increase your backlink profile, and that will make you more attractive to Google to put you in the search results higher. Now, like I said, you're not doing poorly by being in the map pack. That is a great place to be, but you need to maintain that. That is something that you need to keep your eye on. And one day, if you slip out of the top 3 here, it's going to be too late. You want to start that now, to be honest. So let me show you the bottom line. Your backlinks and your keywords have given you 11 hits in the last month, and hammer and hand 6,100. So I think that you are, have an opportunity here to make a few tweaks to your website and beat a Seattle contractor in the Portland area by being more Portland centric. Make sure you list all of the areas. Make sure you have Gresham. Make sure you have the neighborhoods, like Northeast Portland, best roofer. All of the areas that people live in and are proud of. People like to buy and hire locals. So make sure you have those areas listed. Don't just keep it to Portland or Portland and surrounding areas. Make it specific, because then you come up in those specific web searches. So the things I'm telling you to do are stuff that you can do yourself. Clearly, I've told you to summarize, get more keywords. I've told you to get more backlinks. Those are things you can do yourself with some trouble. I mean, I have more access to them because of this paid tool that I have, but you can do them yourself with a Google search. Now, get them into your website, and you'll be much better off. Now, I will tell you that all of these things are time intensive. And I'm going to assume that you would rather spend more time as a general contractor than digging around in the guts of your website. So, that being the case, this is where I think Eric might be able to help you out. So, if any of this makes sense to you, if this is anything that you'd like to pursue, please give Eric a call and he will guide you through the next steps. I hope I was helpful to you in making this a tool that brings you money and estimates. I really do. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.